Historical Commission meeting for Wednesday, May 22nd, 2019. Motion to open the meeting? Okay, Madeline. And may I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We are being audioed and videoed. Okay, you have a copy of the meeting, the minutes from last meeting. We'd like to look them over and then we'll take a vote on it. Okay, may I have a motion to accept the minutes as read?
Motion to accept.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Under the new business, we did well at the Grange on Saturday, May 4th. We've sold the last 2 history books that we had at the museum. And I've also sold 3 of the history books that are Eagle Scout made up. And we sold those for $10 each. So we did pretty good for that Saturday. Okay, and of course I have not heard back from Mass Historical, but yesterday I put a call in to the fella that sent me the last letter. And regarding putting it on the National Historic Register. And I guess their biggest concern with the church is the way the ceiling looks. Because originally the ceiling was a pitched ceiling and now it's more like a gambrel style. And I tried to explain to him as well as I could that the Historical Commission really didn't have any say in going out to bid and the work being done on the church. I said it was all done through the town. They put it out to bid and they oversaw it. The commission really wasn't involved in it. And I said one of the reasons why the ceiling is the way it is because of the wires going across, which holds the 2 side walls of the building in. He says, well, yeah, we could see those in the picture. And I said, I believe that is the reason why they changed the design of the ceiling is because where those wires fall. They were going to fall, I guess, in line where the old ceiling was. So he told me he sent a letter off last Friday to us again with about 3 or 4 different questions. And I talked to him a little while to see, feel him out. And I did not receive the letter yet, so I haven't got it in my possession. But as soon as I get it, we'll see what he's asking for this time. But the other problem will be is I have information from Betsy. She had sent me 2 flyers that she wants me to print out and give to the selectmen with a letter stating that we would like the selectmen to, be with us to apply for this Mass Historical, the plaque. Of course, that's going to cost about $6,000, and we can't use any of the funds that we have right now in the Perry Hill Fund because those funds were only put there for repairs. So I don't know if we can convince the selectmen to help us come through with that, or if we have to wait and maybe go next year to CPC. We don't have many choices because we don't have that money, and they won't allow us to use what is in the fund. We did talk a little bit about the flooring and how they want it to be reinforced, and it went out for bid once or twice, and each time we didn't have enough money to cover it. Okay, so that's why it's at a standstill. And I said the same thing with the sheetrock for the ceiling. They went out to bid with that also, and we did not have enough funds in there. And right now, CPC is not willing to help us out with funds. So that's the problem that we've got with the church. And he explained to me that he, up in Haverhill, Mass, I'm not familiar with it at all. There's a little church up there in Haverhill that looks very similar to our Perry Hill. Okay? And he said, no water, no heat, no bathrooms, nada. Okay? And he says they've been using it. They've been using it for, I guess, meetings and small things, you know. And I said, really? I said, how are they able to do that and we can't? I said, even if I get a porta-john, there's a problem with the porta-john. And then we don't have handicap access, which is another problem. He said, well, they don't have handicap access up there either. But he said that's something that they're going to have to look into doing. So, I don't know if you saw the article in the paper where our, that group from town that does the, they collect money for the eyes.
Lions Club.
Lions Club, thank you. The Lions Club put up a handicap ramp for someone in town. They donated it and they put it up. So I was thinking maybe we could call them and see if there would be any way they could give us any help.
Yeah, we don't even know if we need it.
Yeah, we do, because we got steps coming out of there. It's not ground level. Even the back door, you've got the little porch and then you've got two or three steps down. So we're gonna have to put a handicap. But, you know, that's something I saw the picture in the paper and I thought, well, maybe we could try to, you know, see if we could get some help from them. Otherwise, I don't know what we're gonna do right at this point in time, because if we don't get funds available, I don't know how we're gonna do the work that we need to do. And we really can't do any fundraisers there. You know, if we do a fundraiser, it would have to be elsewhere.
That's president in the Metapusa Lions Club.
Okay.
I'll check with him tomorrow.
Okay.
Sure.
And yeah, if some information we could get. So right now that's it, until I receive the letter and see what more information they're looking for. He said the pictures were beautiful. He said the building looks beautiful. I said, did you notice the windows? I said, the windows are out of this world. I said, they are right back to the original. I said, he did such a good job on those windows. I said, everything looks fine. The roof, the siding, the windows, the front, the doors, everything. Everything looks really, really good. And the problem they're stuck on is that ceiling. I've even thought about whether I should talk to Jim, the building inspector, and find out from him the exact reason why the ceiling was done as a gambrel instead of the peak, the original. But I believe it was because of the wires. They were in the way. And they can't take those wires down.
So we don't know if that's going to be a permanent roadblock to getting this on the registry or not.
Not sure.
So if we even raise the money that's needed to do all the legal work and all that stuff,
Yeah.
we may still have a problem
Well,
getting it accepted.
We wouldn't do it unless we get something from Mass Historical saying their approval.
Okay.
Okay. Once he said, don't worry. He says, you know, we're trying to work with you. But I am concerned because he keeps bringing that up.
Mm.
So, gonna see the letter as soon as he sends the letter and find out exactly what the problem is, And then if he sends a letter saying they've approved it, then we could go forward and try to get a letter to the selectmen and see if they would be maybe kind enough to, you know, get us the money, or tell us that we have to raise it somehow or other.
But that's the only glitch, is the roof, is the ceiling roof line, so to speak?
Right now, that's it.
Nothing else. That's, what was that thing about the chimneys or something? Wasn't there some comment about the chimneys?
That had to do with the stove.
Oh, with the stove.
Oh, the stoves, yeah. And I
You've
told
been saying
him,
the stoves aren't there, but I don't see why that should be a
no.
significant thing.
And I explained to him that Reverend Soto, the last reverend that was there in the 80s and the 90s, he's the one that took them out, sold them, and sold all the piping for money to repair the church, and then he never repaired the church. I explained all that to them. But it would be nice if we could get that sheetrock off those chimneys and let the bricks show through. That would be, you know, it would be a nice focal point.
Okay.
I don't know, I sent them pictures of everything. The windows, everything, upstairs in the balcony, showed them everything. So I don't know what else we can do. I don't know what they're asking for. But it seems like the little dilemma is the ceiling. So until I get that letter, there's not much I can do about it now. By the way, did you get the email?
Yes.
Did you got my email? Bob, did you get my email?
For the meeting?
Yeah.
Yes.
The agenda?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't get it.
I got it.
All the names were there, because I got it
Yeah,
under the
'cause I've seen all
Acushnet
that.
Historical Commission. All the names are there, and I emailed it to everybody.
Where did you send it?
I
Not that
sent
matters,
it,
but,
I sent it
Had to be Monday.
Sunday or Monday.
Okay. You called me Monday morning.
I called you Monday morning?
yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, because we couldn't get the meeting for Tuesday night, it wasn't 48 hours.
Right.
So we were stuck that way. My computer let go on me last week with Microsoft Word. Because
Oh, so you probably can't, you can't forward me that.
Yeah, I should be able to, because
Oh, okay.
I got forward there. So I think I can try.
Okay.
Yeah, the Microsoft Word let go because the version I had was too old. So it just shut down just like that. I couldn't get any of my agendas out. I couldn't copy nothing. Oh, I was in a real dilemma last week. So I had to go buy a whole new one for 2019. Have it set up in the computer. So now I've got at least got the agenda. So, okay, anything under old business or new business for discussion?
No.
No. Okay. As you know, Scott is a little under the weather. He's going to have surgery tomorrow.
On his hip?
No, it's hot.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so he's going to have surgery tomorrow. I talked to him Monday morning, and he said he won't be coming for a little while because he's got to get back on his feet. We're all falling apart.
Yeah.
Boy, are we. And we're all going at the same time. Okay, if there's nothing else, then call for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, second?
So,
All-
adjourned.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.